In 1945, through constant daily effort and support, the Allied forces brought an end to the Second World War. Have you ever wondered how this world would look if the Allies never showed up? But they did. Every day. Because that's what Allies do. They show up. Every day. Until victory is proclaimed. As I stand on the front lines, fighting for my humanity, I wonder how I can have so many allies and still be so alone. How so many claim to have my back, yet I feel like I'm on my own, and then I realize that many don't understand the power and privilege they exercise when they call themselves an ally, giving themselves titles that their actions haven't earned, hoping to trick us into believing that they're on our side of the fight, but through your actions, I'll decide if you're an ally of mine. So let me be clear. You don't name anything around here. I'm not interested in reposts, retweets, and likes. Do you ever look at the price before paying lip service? Your hashtags won't save my life. It's time to put some skin in the game. I don't want you to stand beside me. I need you to stand in front of me. I need you on the front lines. I need you to decide if you are okay with my oppression or willing to fight against your own power and privilege, because we are done validating passports for cultural tourists, exploring our experiences with no checkpoints. We season your lives and are left with no one by our sides when we are being peppered by reality and bullets. I wonder what it's like to be able to choose when you're willing to take a risk and how much you're willing to sacrifice when my existence is at risk every day of my life. Part of the power that comes with privilege is the ability to name things, shape the narrative, find scapegoats, and position yourself in the most advantageous positions like ally. If my oppression is happening every day, dear ally, what have you done for me today? Have you picked up the phone and checked on your black friends? Have you felt buried under the weight of their hopelessness? Has their anguish inspired any part of you to actually do something? And I don't mean hit in the streets to burn and loot, knowing that we'll be blamed for all of that too. What parts of your power will you denounce? What parts of your privilege will you build trenches to fight against? That burden and exhaustion that you temporarily feel is the weight of the existence we've been born into, and we don't have the luxury to cast it aside, pick and choose when we want to carry it. What if instead of your coat, you were forced to check your privilege at the door? Would you feel oppressed, like we were stripping you of something that should be yours, something that we have never experienced for no other reason than the color of our skin? Understand that when a society is shaped by systemic racism, you only need to exist to benefit or be oppressed by it. So now is the time. Battle lines have already been drawn in our blood, and we are tired from fighting a war that isn't even ours to fight. We are on the front lines fighting your war. How do you sleep at night when we can't take it anymore? So what will you do with the power and privilege that you have in this life, so that I can recognize your efforts and crown you as an ally?